His name is Tage Thompson, guys. He's having an incredible year. You look at his average draft position, 141. He's currently ranked in the top 5 in fantasy hockey. He's on pace for 67 goals and 128 points, so certainly he's on my nice list. So is Ryan Nugent-Hopkins. When he was selected way back when, first overall, there was extreme expectations, and now, weirdly enough, he's starting to live up to it a bit offensively. And obviously, it's a big story with McDavid and Draisaitl in Edmonton. But you look at Nugent-Hopkins this season, his average draft position around 148. He's playing like a top 20 fantasy player right now. The body of work, 18 goals in 34 games, 41 points. He's on pace for a career high 43 goals and 69 points, or excuse me, a career high 99 points, which is pretty incredible. His career high before this was 69, and I wanted to add that in, by the way. But yeah, like it's really, really intriguing on many fronts. And then you add Erik Karlsson into the mix too, and sort of the reclamation and the rejuvenation in his career this year. But all in all, it seems to be the same conversation every year in fantasy hockey. You have sort of these guys who come out of nowhere here.
Well, that's the nice list. And I tell you, on my fantasy team, I had a couple that were naughty for sure for the first while. One was Brian Rust. He's gotten his game together recently, but boy, did he crush me early on my fantasy team. Who else do you have on the naughty list when Santa's putting together all the toys and the keepsakes and everything going out to the kids?
Yeah, I'm right there with you on Brian Rust, but as you know, he's really picked things up the last little while, which is great to see here for the Pittsburgh Penguins. Leading my list is, and we talked about trades, or you guys talked about trades, Jonathan Huberdeau, by far one of the biggest blockbusters we've seen in recent memory in the NHL world, has not lived up to fantasy expectation, has not lived up to reality expectations with the Calgary Flames. Granted, it's a long season, but his average draft position was 12th. He's currently ranked about 185 to 195. It's just not good enough when I think you look at the body of work and the expectation for a pick that high. So be better, Jonathan Huberdeau. Along those lines, Victor Hedman's another guy who's really, really disappointed me so far this year. In fact, he lost his PP1 QB duties to Mikhail Sergachev earlier in the season. He seems to have figured things out a bit more offensively, and that's what Tampa does in general. They get stronger as the season goes on. So I'm going to give Hedman the benefit of the doubt.